Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Ches here. The lab coat's on back order, and we're in for a bit of a brutal day to start off today's Pokemon GO video. I don't know if you can really see behind me here, but can you see all those leaves blowing around? Can you see the windy weather in-game? Yeah, we got us a bit of a storm brewing up here for the time being. It's going to be raining all day, except for this part, because it's not yet, so I'm completely lying to you. But they're calling for a lot of rain throughout the day, a lot of wind. What a way to kick off Halloween 2019 in Pokemon GO, right? So yeah, that is going to be the highlight of today's video. It doesn't start until 5 o'clock my time today. And with the weather, how it's going to be, I don't know how much we're going to be able to accomplish today, but I'll see what I can do. But let's go ahead, fire up the old news section, take a look what we're in for. There's a lot of news to talk about too. Okay, so we completed the Trap-Inch Day, so prepare for a ghastly good time during Pokemon GO Halloween 2019. I hope you can hear me okay, because the wind is, as I say, kind of bad. So October is here, which means it's almost time to make things a bit spookier. This year, you're all in for a spine-chillingly good treat. I'm not going to read everything verbatim, but let's go to the highlights. You can read this yourself in the news part of the app. So, starting today, 5 o'clock, until Friday, November 1st, more Ghost and Dark-type Pokemon will be appearing in the wild, in eggs, and in raids. So maybe some of the new Ghost types and, I guess just Ghost types, from Gen 5 that I haven't gotten yet. Litwick, Yamask, maybe they'll be showing up here at some point. Some Pokemon have donned costumes to celebrate Halloween this year. Bulbasaur is going to have a Shedinja cap, it looked like. There was a video on Twitter, Instagram. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. It's pretty cool to see these guys. So Bulbasaur wearing Shedinja costume, Charmander wearing a Cubone costume, Squirtle wearing Yamask costumes. Those are going to be in raid battles. I'm going to be watching keep my eyes peeled for those, watching the gyms. And I'm going too quick. The wind is blowing me all over the place. If you're lucky, you'll see Pikachu wearing Mimikyu's costume in the wild. So that's going to be wild. Now, if you're lucky, these might even be shiny Pokemon. This is a big gust of wind. But yes, shiny costume Pokemon for Halloween 2019 will be available if you're lucky. For the first time, Darkrai will be appearing in 5-star raids. Again, starting at 5 o'clock today. I'm excited for 5 o'clock. I just hope the rain's not too bad. Frightful and fun field research tasks will be available for a limited time during this event. And check your special research when the Halloween event begins. You may face a forbidden Pokemon. Now, one thing I'm going to note. Bonuses, you get double the capture candy, double the hatch candy, but double the transfer candy. I've been waiting for something like this because although I don't want to get rid of every single one of them, I have a lot of excess legendaries. I'm looking at you, Ho-Oh. I mean, I'm not because it's still the news app, but I got so many extra Ho-Oh from breakthrough boxes. It's like I want to just free up some space, but I want to get more than just one candy per transfer. So I'm getting double. I'm going to probably keep about 5 of each if other people in the area don't have certain legendaries. Once we hit Lucky Friends, I'll still have spares to trade away. Alright, but there's more going to be happening too. They don't really mention it there. I'll talk about the rest of the news in a little bit. But with Halloween being the focus, we're going to be getting new avatar items in the shop as well. I don't know if I'm going to get any of them, but we'll see what becomes available starting at 5 o'clock. Another new add to the game as a permanent addition will be more Shadow Pokemon for Team Go Rocket. The little video showed, was it Lapras, Magmar, and Shuppet. They've also mentioned, well actually, you know what? You see on the nearby, Shuppet is silhouetted out. The same thing happened back during, or just back before Turtwig Community Day, as Turtwig was being added to the roster of Team Go Rocket Shadow Pokemon. So Shuppet is going to be one of them, as we know. I saw Seedot, Cacnea are going to be Shadow Pokemon as well. Weedle, Duskull, so a lot of Ghost types. Sableye, I think I heard someone say. So a lot of new Ghost type. Well, not really new Ghost type, but a lot of new Shadow Pokemon of the Ghost type variety will be added into Pokemon GO. And I think that is all for the time being that we want to mention. Nothing else comes to mind. So what we're going to do, start things off right for this video. It is Thursday, meaning it is my research breakthrough day. I have a task. This was to send 10 gifts to friends. I'm going to claim this up, get our stamp, get that breakthrough box, but first, let us snag ourselves the 10 gift encounter. Let's see what we get. Alright, now, I always say this almost pretty much in every video. I've learned more about AR Plus mode. So, what it's doing when the little grass leaves are kind of, flittering around, that is, think of it like it's virtually laying out a playing field. We got a Sneasel. So you want to make sure, like I always say, wait for the grass to lock into place. That is the result of the playing field being solidified. So, it knows exactly what you're stepping on, how far you're going. It's still not 100% perfect, but keeping that in mind, I've been able to sort of get a lot less frustrating encounters, especially when I'm walking inside buildings with patterned floors. I can't even throw right, the wind is distracting me. This is going to be an interesting day for recording. I might not do a lot of external recording, as I say, because the rain's supposed to be getting kind of bad. How do you break out? You're a research reward Pokemon. Eat this Pokeball real quick. Oh, come on, that would have been excellent. Oh well, the berry should get the catch. Whew, I'm glad I have the hood tied on right now. Boom. Alright, Sneasel. So that is a catch, but of course, we want to see what we're getting from that research breakthrough box. How you doing, Sneasel? Are you perfect? No. Alright, let's get past this. Oh no, it's beginning. I gotta get aside quick. Alright, let's get this here though. Research breakthrough. Do we see the Unova Stone actually? Come on, game! That's 5 in a row! What is my luck? Shiny Mewtwo, shiny Giratina. I can't really be too upset. Yes, I can. Other people have their Unova Stone by now. Where's mine? Okay, I will take the shiny Flower Crown Eevee to make up for that. Come on, game. Alright, let's just grab this together here and see what the stats are looking like. If I ever get a perfect one, what am I going to do with it? Keep it as an Eevee? Evolve it into Sylveon? You know, eventually, of course. Game, what are you doing? Why did it do that? The floor wasn't even the same color over there. As I say, the AR Plus mode is far from perfect in this. The things we have to deal with to be a Pokemon master. Alright, calm down, Eevee. And what really bothers me too is when that happens, see, Eevee's a little bit more aggressive. Since the game seems to think that you walked fast and caused the Pokemon to move around quickly, it makes the Pokemon more aggressive. That's really not fair on the player if the game glitches out and you're given a punishment for that. And did you hear that? Did you hear that? It ran away. You heard that sound, right? Oh boy. I mean, if you were perfect, I wouldn't have to transfer you. I'm not going to, though. Alright, so the rain is calling for the start right now. I'm going to go ahead. I didn't mention this for the past little while, but I have my class, my 3D animation, right about here. We got us a Pokestop. Thing is, I can't touch it. I gotta save it for if we have research that says spin X number of new Pokestops. Which, by the way, I want to showcase this. Last year for Halloween, we had special research to get a Spirit Tomb. One of the steps in that research was spin 8 new Pokestops that you haven't been to before. I'm kind of hoping they bring that back because I've got a number of Pokestops in the Uptown area that I frequent, this stop right over here by my class, a lot of new places that I have not touched yet that I could now spin. So, we'll see what happens. That special research should start again at 5 o'clock today. I'll show you that as we jump into it, but for now, I gotta head on inside and prepare for my class, so I'll check back in with you momentarily. We're past 5 o'clock and we're firing up the game right now. The first big question though, with the Halloween event beginning, sorry there's traffic going by, do we hear the traditional Lavender Town music, the nice Pokemon GO remix version? Let's find out here. I heard special research. That's the standard music. Well, I'll tell you what, I got us covered. We got the spooky tunes going on for Pokemon GO Halloween 2019. I prepared for this. Alright, let us check what Willow has to say. Oh, Chaz, you've dropped by just in time. As I was out on my regular walk one evening, I stumbled upon this odd stone. Something told me to bring it back to my lab for further research, and ever since then, strange things have been happening. Paper shifting around, water glasses tipping all over by themselves. When I tried using my computer to research it, I got an error message with the number 108 flashing. Chaz, can you help gather some data on nearby ghost-type Pokemon? I have to believe we can solve these spooky occurrences with science. Of course we can. Alright, what do you want us to do? We gotta catch 10 ghost-type Pokemon, make 8 great throws, use 108 berries to help catch Pokemon. Well, that's gonna take a while, but what is interesting is this, I think, is starting off identical to the spooky message of 2018. So we do probably have 8 new Pokestops to spin for a future research task, which I'm excited for. Look at all these. Oh, look at all this. All these new ghost types I haven't seen yet, and some that I actually have. But we're gonna start catching some ghost type Pokemon. Let's get our daily, or not daily, let's get our first field research new of the day. This is my 7-day streak as well. Should have held that for a gym, but oops. Anyway, we have to defeat a Team Go Rocket Grunt for a Halloween event. Alright, let us get moving, see if we can get some of these new ghosts up. There's a ghost right here, there's a Ghastly, we're going to grab that. If it's shiny, I'll show you, it's probably not, but let's get moving. Actually, as we get on the ghost type hunt, there are a few other things to mention. First of all, it ain't raining, even though the game says it is, so I'm glad to see that we can do some of our Pokemon hunting before the end of the day, going into tomorrow. Now, this whole thing coming up, as I expect, we'll have to spin 8 new Pokestops. What's kind of cool, not only have I left a lot of stops in this area unspun, as new ones have popped up, unlike this one, let's grab some stuff out of here, a new thing has been mentioned. Not exactly in the news here in Pokemon Go, but if you follow their social media like I do, you may have noticed that Pokestop nominations in Canada have become available for level 40 trainers. Look at this, player nominations. I can submit 7 nominations, more may be available in 14 days, give or take. So I looked at the nomination guidelines. There's a few places I do plan to nominate. I'm not going to go too crazy with them. Of course, you can't, nominate residential areas. So people that are thinking, I'm going to nominate my house, ain't going to happen. But there's a few noteworthy places that I do want to nominate. But one of the things is they want to make sure you can get some good quality photos. And I guess it's partly cloudy out there. That's some good sunlight. I might wait till the weekend though, do some nominations, but I'm just excited that I can finally start nominating new areas for Pokestops here in the game. Doesn't mean they're going to be guaranteed to become Pokestops, but at least if you try, you have a chance to get them, added in. So I do need to add a Litwick, and that's just a little ways down the way here. Let us go ahead and see if we can snag that. Oh wait, hang on. Nice little thing I did. I didn't choose just the Pokemon Go remix for Lavender Town. There's a few other spooky tracks on here, depending on what part of the playlist we're at for the filming. You might hear some different tunes for this video. Alright, let's go and grab ourselves our first Litwick in Pokemon Go. Yes indeed, we've got our first Litwick here in the game. Let's get the AR Plus to kick in for us. Now, in the main series of Pokemon, when we hit Gen 5, I did add an eventual Chandelure to my main team, so I'm looking forward to getting a number of Litwick during this event. Come on now, lock in. There we go. So, they say... Do we actually go over the news for this? I can't remember if we saw that Shiny Yamask is being added for the Halloween event, and there's another Shiny coming up soon, actually 4 more Shinies, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's first of all get Litwick. That is our, I think, second berry of 108. But this is our second ghost type. If we catch it, which we do, a new addition to the Pokedex. So, since it's not raining, I can stay out for a little bit longer. I'm hoping that we see some of those costume Pokemon in raids before I head out for the day. Alright, oh, it's a female. My Chandelure is a male. You know me, I gotta get 5 males, but let's see. She's not great stat-wise anyway. We'll hang on to her for the time being. But, oh, there's a costume Pikachu. Alright, hang on. We're going to read the Pokedex real quick. Where are you at, Litwick? Come on. I don't have time for this. We have Litwick, the candle Pokemon. Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of people and Pokemon, which becomes the fuel that it burns. Lovely. Alright, let's go grab ourselves. Oh, no, it's gone. Hang on. It might be back. Plus, we're going to get that ghost type anyway. So, let's see if we can find that costume Pikachu. It came back. Here we go. Alright, and it's raining too, so it'll be weather boosted. Plus, as they say, the shinies are available of these costume Pokemon. Let's let this lock into place and see what does our first Mimikyu donned costume Pikachu have in store for us. And isn't it kind of sad for Mimikyu that, oh, it is a shiny. Okay. Nice. Look at the CP. How perfect is this for our first costume Pikachu? Alright, let's settle down, make sure we get the catch here. Okay. I should be a lot more excited. Actually, I'm excited. I should be letting on a little bit more than I am, but let's just wait and see what we get. Hopefully the stats are going to be nice. But how sad is it for poor Mimikyu that it wears a costume to look like Pikachu because it wants to be popular. And, you know, whether that worked or not, I don't know. But Pikachu now steals its image to wear as a costume. It's kind of sad on Mimikyu's part, but we got our shiny costume, CCC 666 CP Pikachu. What the heck is this look? And the stats are garbage. But it's a shiny. Okay, boom, we're going to favorite that. I kind of don't even want to power that up based on the spooky CP. Do we see a shiny Shuppet here by any chance? Plus, I got to remember to make those great throws as well. I forgot that was part of our special research. Where's the grass? Come on, Shuppet. Why are you over there? Hold tight, folks. As I always say, this is the fun of the AR+. But you do gain extra Stardust if you can get your Expert Handler bonus on them. Now, there's still a weird little glitch. I don't know if it happens in non-AR mode, but look at the Pokeball. It's just a weird layering kind of issue with the 3D models. I don't know what would have caused that, but anyway, it doesn't affect the game or the gameplay in any way. So let's go ahead and grab the Shuppet and continue on hunting for more Halloween Pokemon. So yes indeed, as the update did let us know, Team Go Rocket now has new Shadow Pokemon to work with. So let's see, the Diabolical Leads continue. After suffering a series of battle losses, they spread their influence to more species of Pokemon, turning them into shadows. So we see Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Electabuzz, Magmar, Lapras, Mareep, Seedot, Nuzleaf, Sableye, Trapinch, Cacnea, Shuppet, and Duskull. Whew. Okay, so let's see. They're just telling you how to do it. Professor has found Shadow Pokemon can't learn Community Day exclusive moves. Okay, we already know that. It's all good. We still have to do a research task to beat up a Go Rocket. I wonder, are you going to have one of the new species? Give me something to be scared about, will you? Okay. Scared of Psychics that use Unseen Power. Is that a new one? I should have paid attention to the species names. Anyway, let's go ahead and things that resist Psychic. Yeah, they all resist Psychic. As I said before, I usually go with type resistances as opposed to super effective because generally you want to be able to withstand the hits they're dealing your way. And I find that they're not super defensive. Like they can, you know, Shadow Pokemon can take some hits, but overall I find if I'm more defending my species, my Pokemon, that tends to work out better for me. Now I know this is not super effective, it's actually resisted, but it's still got a lot of power. The old Focus Blast from Mewtwo. Almost got it down. I might let Mewtwo fall, however, save those shields for later on in this battle, unless we can take this out first. Yes, I wanted to save that Focus Blast for the next one coming in. Get some extra damage off before Mewtwo falls. Another Drowsy? Okay then. Now, I'll show you something else amazing as soon as we're done this battle. Because there's something in the area that I don't want to scare ya in the area. I'm a poet sometimes. But there's something cool happening. Oh look, Mewtwo took 2 of them down. I mean, well, not yet. Gotta make sure we can hit at least the Great. The Excellent would be nice too. There we go. Drowsy number 2 is down. Do we see... We've never seen a Shadow Alakazam yet. And we still haven't. We got us a Curlia, which are very susceptible to the bullet punches. Let's get our Metagrows. I think this is Technodrome. I have 2 shiny Metagrows from back at the Community Day. The one that almost broke me. Actually, no, the one that did break me. But I've recovered from since. Alright, so we know we're going to get a Drowsy. But mostly, I wanted to see what Pokemon do we get as a reward for this Go Rocket Grunt defeat. We're at 380. I'm 38% of the way to getting that gold medal for a hero. Alright, let's get this grass showing up, get those little flickies happening, get them locked into place. Hold still, Professor, we got this. We're going to add a Shadow Drowsy to our collection, although we already have one. Wonder if we'll ever get to see shiny Shadows. What do you think? I'm sure eventually, to sort of keep Team Go Rocket sort of, you know, interesting and stuff, we'll see them at some point. Alright, let's throw the old Nana Bear. We're still trying to get those 108 berries used. I'm close to 30 being done. Sneak up on the Drowsy. I've already got all the great throws done. I've only got to get, I think, 1 or 2 more ghost types for the special research. I wonder if I can get all those berries done today. What I'll probably do, I am going to be leaving this big area in a little bit, but I'll probably wander my neighborhood every half hour or so, maybe just to throw out some more berries. It's a nice shadow. Alright, now what I want to show you though, 27 minutes time, That's a level 5 egg that has been produced after 5 o'clock. That is going to be our first potential Darkrai, if we get enough people to take it on. I know there's a couple in the area that are hoping to do it, and most people want to get their day 1, legendary Pokemon, so we might see enough people in the area to do that. But what do we get for the research for defeating a Go Rocket Grunt? I'm hoping it's one of the new Shadow Pokemon, but for beating one Go Rocket Grunt, I don't think we'll see anything too spectacular. Never mind. Okay, our first Yamask in Pokemon Go. Let's get the old Golden Raz. Now, as I remember, they can be shiny. This one obviously is not. Come on, calm down, little guy. Now, let's see what this one's working with. And actually, being a research reward, it'll have better stats than just a random wild catch. I'm hoping Litwick's going to be a research reward then, because I want to get a Chandelure. Alright, 80 more berries to go. That's a ghost type added. We need 3 more of those. I guess I overestimated my ghostly captures. But this is... I got scared. Look at this thing. This leaf, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. It scared me. It flew right at the fence. That's a decent Yamask. Alright, but as with all new additions, first of all, I'm going to sprint this up. Get ourselves another research task. It's going to be... Evolve 3 Drifloon or Stunky. Okay, nice. Better check the Pokedex for Yamask. Where are you at? You're down here. There you are. We have Yamask, the spirit Pokemon. That's a rather bland species name, don't you think? Anywho, each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry. I would cry too if I looked at a Yamask's face. Anyways, moving on. We're going to throw some berries out this way. We got to go and see if we can take that on about 25 minutes time. There's so much happening here in Halloween 2019 for Pokemon Go. I love it. Hopefully you are enjoying it as well. Alright, check back in as more things develop. We're here at the egg. It's hatching in about 20 seconds. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this, or rather, if I'm going to be able to do this, because I do have to get moving quickly. But if enough people show up within like the first 5 minutes, I think we can probably get this. Alright, first Darkrai we're seeing here in Pokemon Go. Let's take a look. 1 second. And here we go. I did just test the in-game music. It's still not updated to Halloween just yet, so I'm going to keep this playlist going, but look at that. 65,000! Well, as I say, we'll wait about 5 minutes and see if people show up. If not, I'm going to make an emergency exit. I'm not wimping out. It's an emergency exit and head off for the day. But we will be getting a Darkrai battle done in this video. I would like to guarantee it. There's no sure way of telling, but I'm going to do my best to try to get one of these taken down in this video. Is this the one? Let's find out. So, I might actually miss that bus home, but I'll catch a later one. It's a day 1 Darkrai. How do you resist that? We've got 12 people here thus far. We've still got about over a minute till the battle begins. Let's jump back in as we tackle the, what is it called again? Pitch Black Pokemon, I think. We'll find out once we catch it. 5 seconds to go, and I wonder what attacks it's going to have. It shows a bunch of fighting types and fairy types for me, so I'm expecting probably Dark. We resist both of those with the the fighting and fairy. Alright, 65,000. There are 13 total Pokemon trainers in the area. Let's see what we can do. It's too bad you can't get the Ancient Power boost here in raid battles, because I'd use that. It's got Focus Blast, interestingly enough. Okay. What would that cover for weaknesses? Not Bug. It's only with the bug fighting and fairy, right? That doesn't cover... Get out of here, Rain. It doesn't cover any of its weaknesses. Am I missing one? Let me know if I am in the comments below. I could be overlooking a common typing. Alright, look at this. There's not much to say for these raids. It's just you're smashing the screen, tapping them charge buttons. My Togekiss is down! No! Alright, you like the fighting moves, do you? Let's get Keaton in here with the nice close combat. Watch this. Total resisted. Ow. That still hurts. It is a Darkrai, of course. So, as I said, I might miss that bus ride home. But if we are quick enough, I could mosey on over to the stop. Ow. And grab it just in time. So, this is my free raid pass for the day. I was, if we didn't get to do the Darkrai, I was going to consider holding on to the free one to see if any of the costumed starter Pokemon from Kanto showed up as raids in the local area by my house. But I mean, if you're going to use your free raid pass for the day, you might as well use it on a level 5. I'm not even paying attention. I'm not even dodging. Do we need to dodge? Yes, we do. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Beetlejuice coming in clutch with the dodge and the X-Scissor. I just heard another Togekiss coming into battle. 200 seconds left to go. Let's keep bug biting away. Let's keep X-Scissoring. Watch this Focus Blast coming in. We can dodge. Nice. What? How did that happen? Did you see that? I was in the middle of dodging and the game fainted me. Okay. At least we're going to get the capture for that nonsense. Because if we don't, that's pretty glitchy stuff, game. How did I lose my Metagross? Oh well. It is down. Now, can you imagine a day 1 shiny Darkrai? That'd be cool. Of course, they don't have them in the game just yet. That I'm aware of. It'd be cool if they did, and this is the way to find out. Alright, let's go for our nice golden Raz capture. A couple of fast TMs for rewards. We've got some rare candies. Got some hyper potions. I'll be using them. And the Stardust. Alright, let us get the Darkrai. Look at that. I contributed hardly anything. We got 9 balls to work with. So, we might not make this capture, but we'll do our best anyway. Oh, the music's changing. What's it going to give us? Something spooky. Oh, I was hoping for this. Do you guys play the Ultra Sun, oh not even Ultra Sun, but the Sun and Moon games for Pokemon? This is the Thrifty Mega Mart Acerola's Trial. With all the spooky goes. Okay, you're getting a little too close. I'm not going to move any further. Go for the nice throw for starters. Let's see if we can throw it off its game. Oh, I was going to say, is it really the first catch, the first ball? I would accept that gladly, but it is not to be. 2079. I wonder what stats we'd be looking at if we managed to get it. That wasn't even a nice throw. Oh, you like the 2 shakes, do you? Alright then. Gonna keep things interesting, Darkrai. Okay, let's try and get a nice possible great. There we go. Great throw, curveball. 6:45 p.m. my bus should be arriving right about now. And we're not going to get the Darkrai, are we? I'm going to miss my bus for nothing. But there is one I can probably catch just afterwards, which should sync up with the bus I need. And how was that not a great throw? Did you see that? That was totally in the circle. Doesn't matter. Alright, we got a day 1 Darkrai added to the Pokedex. I might read that in a moment. I'm going to try to hustle to grab that bustle, but let's see what we got for stats here. Max defense and attack is okay. HP is about as low as you can get. But with that, I'm going to boogie, and I'll recap once I get back to my homestead. Now that we're back on my home side of town, let's go ahead and open the Pokedex and go down to Gen 5 so we can quickly scroll to Gen 4. Take a look at Darkrai, the pitch black Pokemon. It can lull people to sleep and make them dream. It is active during nights of the new moon. Also, it causes nightmares. I forgot to mention that. So, for right now, what I'm planning to do is, as I said, hey, it's Costume Pikachu, is wander the neighborhood every half hour-ish or so and see if I can work on getting more of these berries fired off. I don't know if I can complete this by the end of the day, but I'll see what I can do, and if so, I'll show you what we get for all of these rewards. Well, we know we're going to get 10 Pokeballs, 10 80 Stardust, and 8 of the Silver Pinap Berries, but for the 2 Pokemon that appear, that remains to be seen. Look how spooky I look. Isn't that neat? Anyways, let's go ahead and wander and use up some of these berries. That's going to be about all we're going to accomplish for the first day. So let's take a look at the special research. I only need 30 more berries fed to Pokemon while catching them to complete the first step of 3 for the spooky message of 2019. So I'll be able to accomplish the rest of that tomorrow before my class begins, maybe during break times and such. But I'm hoping that step 2 is going to be the spin 8 new Pokestops, because I want to be able to spin that stop by the college there, the campus, get that extra bunch of items, research, all sorts of cool stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to accomplish that. I do want to mention though, where am I going to look here? I noticed when I was taking a look at the Pikachu that we caught, it doesn't have an evolve button. And that did answer a question that I had. Are the costume Pokemon going to have evolutions available? Now, we don't know about the Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur just yet. I have a hunch that they won't evolve, because take a look at, see the costume of Mimikyu that Pikachu's wearing? They would have to have a whole new model to fit Raichu, and it kind of makes sense that they don't, you know. So I don't think we're going to see the starters evolving up, but that's fine with me. If we can just get some with the different costumes, that's all well and good. Now, is there anything else to mention for the time being? I did get a task done. I haven't claimed it just yet, but it was to catch 5 Shuppet or Ghastly during this event, and I'm going to claim that tomorrow for my stamp for the day. And still trying to catch 5 fairy types. They're not showing up super often, but I think that's all there is to recap for the time being. But there's something else. Oh, I do want to mention that tonight, you see my Pokemon storage is at $14.99 out of 1,500. What I'm going to be doing tonight, before I head off to sleep, is transferring a bunch of my excess legendary Pokemon. Yes, that's right. I'm going to transfer a bunch of legends. Mostly because I realized a lot of them, they're just kind of taking up space. And I basically hang on to the legendary so I can trade them to people, but since the legendaries take so much Stardust to trade, I only do that for lucky trades. That way I'm guaranteeing a good legendary going to somebody, and I get a lucky Pokemon in return as well for a 40,000 Stardust investment. But I kind of don't need as many as of some of these as I have. I've got like almost 10 of, like, I think Ho-Oh, and I'm going to whittle the supplies down. I'm going to go down to about 5 of each legend, hanging on to the better ones, like, you know, exclusive event attacks, maybe the ones that I get from raids, the better stats, stuff like that, just to free up some space, because I've been wanting to transfer some legends for a while, because I want to free up some storage space in there, but getting 1 candy for transfer, But if I'm getting 2, I think I'm going to go ahead and be fine with that. Let's just do a quick little mention of the news, though, because there is a bunch more stuff to talk about, as I mentioned earlier. So we know about Team Go Rocket's new species. We didn't take a look at Chimchariday. We'll talk about that closer to the event itself. But there's something happening regarding the Reggie Trio, or I should say the Reggie Quadrilogy Quartet. So anyway, Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel reunite in raids. I can't speak. Prepare for a colossal discovery. So, long story short, starting from Friday, the 1st of November to the 4th of November, we're going to be getting the level 5 raids with Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel, the, what you call them, golems, I guess, from the Hoenn region of Gen 3. They haven't been in the game for quite a while, actually. So the following Pokemon will be appearing more in the wild: Geodude, Magnemite, Swinub, Aeron, and Spheal. And I think they said these are going to be Pokemon that are going to help you take on these raid bosses if you don't already have a decent team, and be able to hatch from eggs Aerodactyl, Shuckle, Sneasel, Skarmory, Snorunt, and Beldum. That's a lot of S Pokemon. But here's what we're going to talk about. More shinies coming to the game. So starting on November 1st, if you're lucky, you might encounter one of the shiny golems or a shiny Skarmory. I don't know why they're giving Skarmory for this, but it's a new shiny. Let's not complain about that. So we're also going to get double the incubator effectiveness for that weekend, it looks like. Very cool stuff. But that's not all. Because in conjunction with these Reggie Trio coming back, a special research story event. Now, I'm going to read this all out because it's kind of important. Colossal Discovery introduces a Pokemon originally from Sinnoh that's closely related to the Reggie Golems. You have Regigigas, the colossal Pokemon itself. You can purchase a ticket to gain access to a unique, limited-time special research story event where you'll be challenged with a variety of tasks to earn an early access encounter with the colossal Pokemon before it debuts in EX raids later in November. So it's going to take over for Shadow Ball Mewtwo later in the month of November. This event does not have a set location. If you have a ticket, you can take part wherever you can play Pokemon Go. So, this is where things get interesting. Now, the date and time, so starting on Saturday, November 2nd, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. in your local time zone, it will begin with a ticket purchase. So, features a ticket to the special research story event will grant you access to a unique experience. Some of the rewards will include a new special research story event featuring early access encounter with Regigigas, a Colossal Discovery Medal, up to 10 additional raid passes at no cost during the special research story event time period. When you spin a photo disc at a gym, so it's going to have to do it with a lot of raid battles, it seems. And these raid passes will not be available after the event is over. You can't hold more than 1 pass at once, so you want to use them during your special research. A Unova Stone, which we've been looking for, a Sinnoh Stone, and an exclusive avatar pose from conducting the special research. And you can click on there for more information at the blog. What I have read is that it's not going to be this ticket they have to purchase. You can't use coins for it. It is going to be a monetary amount. It's going to be $7.99 American. Do a Google conversion to see what that's going to be in your area for your currency. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. because coins you can get for free, but I mean this, there's no, like, you don't need to do this to get your Regigigas. You will have a chance to get it from EX Raids, but for people that want to jump in early, then they have the option to purchase this with money and, you know, jump on in and get the colossal Pokemon ASAP. And if I've got the cash, you know, I'm going to be doing that for sure, because I want to be able to get myself as much stuff in Pokemon Go for these videos for you folks out there. So hopefully we'll be able to get that accomplished. Alright, with that, there's not much more to talk about, I don't think. I'm going to continue the 30 berries. We need more for the Spooky Message 2019. See what Step 2 is going to bring us tomorrow. I might not be able to accomplish the Step 1, getting those 30 more berries before my class begins, but before my class is over for the day, I should be able to have that done. And I'll show you what we get for Step number 2 of Spooky Message 2019. With that, I'm gonna go lay down, I'm gonna go sleep, and I'll see you folks in the morning or afternoon. I don't know. You'll see me shortly, and that should be good enough.